Perfect. Hopefully you guys come in here pretty soon. Tell me if the audio is good, because I'm trying a new mic and I don't know if it's going to work. Hopefully it does work. Take this ring and put it right there. That way I have an idea. One like in here. What's going on, everybody? Or anybody? See if this is actually a good spot. Hey, number 2, what's up? Is the audio and visual good, or does the audio sound like absolute garbage? Because I just got this new mic and I have no idea. Miss Hicks, hello! Or Mrs. Hicks, I should say, sorry. I always do that. Sounds good? Perfect. Alright, I'm going to show you all something. So this part, that's called a carrick knot. Okay? Carrick. And I don't know about anybody else, but I think that right there is beautiful, the way that lays out. And then you just kind of tuck back under here. Up through. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Probably not, but... Yo, what's up, Patrick? So I'm going to try and make some lanyards for T-Rex and the Boy Scouts. So hopefully everything kind of pans out and looks good and all that stuff. Oh, I don't like that. We'll go back the other way, because I like having my knots line up really good. What up? How you doing? Hopefully that's that's a good length. So my ring marker is going to pan out really good. Oh, I should probably take everything to silent. There we go. The good one? The good sticker hunter? What I'm doing is I'm trying to help T-Rex out. I'm going to make some lanyards for Boy Scouts. So when he does his little venture with them, they can stay relatively safe with them being new shooters and not have the slingshot come back on their eyeball. Sorry, I didn't mean for it to be hidden. Not a bad one. I'm originally from Alabama. Currently, I live in West Virginia. I like that length, so we're just gonna make a bunch of them that length. Don't want those to stick. Do I watch anime? I used to when I was younger. Not so much anymore. I used to watch like Bleach and Dragon Ball Z, and I think my favorite was Death Note back in the day. When I was like late 20s, roughly. Yeah, it's a good torch. So that would be 4. It's going pretty good. If anybody's wondering how Bo's doing, he's doing a lot better. I am also doing a lot better. I still got a cough, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was. Four. Two. This will be 5. I like to get all my cutting out of the way first. Metalocalypse is the best anime by far. I agree. And as an adult, I will still watch it. Anytime you hear a pinch harmonic in the place of a swear word, I get excited. Honestly, music sounds pretty good right now, too. Is Rex in here? Asia, how you doing? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be 7. Three. So I need to make 3 more. Um, I honestly thought I would need a lot more paracord than that. Huh. Z, what's up? CG, how you doing? Vegeta. Jose, I have no idea what that means. Hawk, how you doing, man? So yeah, like I was saying before, we are currently in the process of the beginning processes of making lanyards for the Boy Scouts. Oh, Vegeta. Okay. I don't know why I read that wrong. I'm a little slow sometimes. Forgive me. Yes, Death Clock is the metal band. Thunder Horse is one of my favorites. That and Mermaider. God, I love Mermaider. It's kind of funny how that band was supposed to be a joke and then everybody loved them. How did I get the nickname Bam Bam? Um, I think that's a discussion for when we meet in person. But the basis of it was an ex girlfriend. So my nickname is basically out of spite. Just being totally honest with you. But the other part of it was I'm from Alabama originally. I was in the tactical world forever, still technically am. Done all types of pew pew stuff. Did ATO get in contact with you? Yeah, we'll talk further about it in person. It's actually a really funny story. It's just it's not friendly for the internet. We'll put it that way. Which apparently my new nickname, according to Mrs. Hicks, is Pam Pam, and I still don't know what to think of that. So currently that's 3 done. Starting phases, I will say. Pantera and type O negative. I agree with you on Pantera. I'm not an O negative guy. Patrick, I'll tell you. Time to change my name to Pam Pam. No, I'm good. I've been known as Bam Bam for so long. It'd be weird to change it now. Little Miss Pam Pam. Oh no, that's. I hate when I do that. I guess Rex wanted to ignore me tonight. I was going to go live with him. I think he needs 10. I think he might need more. I'm pretty sure it's 10. Wait, what did Sea Dog say? Can't miss that. Do it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm going to be Hawkson, okay? Mohawkson, okay. There you go. Or just call yourself the last of the Mohicans. No, I'm messing with you. Wait, is that the wrong tribe? Is that offensive? I don't even know if that's offensive. Could have just called Hicks like something that he's not. Actually, Patrick, I think that would be a good idea. I'll call you after this stream. I think it would be an awesome idea because he's been looking for targets. Now his thing is he wants them to be like bigger active targets because let's be honest, like when you're first starting, when you miss a whole lot, it could be kind of discouraging. And I totally understand that. Like totally understand that where he's coming from on that one. But his theory is he gets them into shooting and then he exposes them to the idea of like shooting smaller and smaller targets, and then it becomes like a competition. I was never a Boy Scout. However, anything that gets kids outside, I am down for. So I will be helping with anything that I can. What? I am being retarded today. So we should set up to make. Yeah, we'll definitely. I'll call you right after this live for sure. I only have like 30 something percent on my phone, so we will definitely chat after this because I think that's a good idea, and I'll talk to Hicks, but I imagine he would want them to be pretty substantial side. Why am I still working on this one? Is my hands not working today? Of course, I didn't bring my little picks. There we go. Had to pick her up from work. Oh, okay. Yeah. What did she do? Oh, I was being offensive. Hey, baby. My little girl came in here to say hi. So this Tuesday, I am super excited because it's supposed to get up to like 60 degrees, and I am so ready for that. It got up to like almost 50 today. It should be 50 tomorrow, roughly. Well, that was dumb. They were perfectly fine on the table, and I'm like, oh, let me move it. What's up, buddy? How you doing? No, they still do cookies, Patrick. They still do cookies. All you got to do is go to your local USO. You can get all the cookies you want. Ask me how I know. I love the Samoan cookies. That and the Boy Scouts still do popcorn. At least they do in Virginia. Because they're at every single gun show selling popcorn. Wait, what did Hunter say? I missed it. No, they're still just doing Boy Scouts, apparently. Overpriced popcorn. I agree. Ooh. No, I want to help. Mikey, what's going on, buddy? Listening and driving. Yeah, I'm basically in the process of making lanyards for these kids. I meant to do this a lot sooner, but with me getting sick and Bo not feeling good, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't felt like doing anything because he's my lifeline. Now that he's feeling better, I'm feeling a lot better. Finally got the fridge out, thank God. But by yourself, that had to have been hard, dude. Like not trying to be sarcastic or anything, but like if you ask me to get a fridge out of my house by myself, I can do it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. There's going to be a lot of cussing involved, for sure. Save your spine, Mikey. So how did you do it? That's the question. How did you get it done, Mikey? Did you break down and go get a dolly, or did you grunt through it like a hardcore like mustached man? Hello from Germany. Hello from America. You are that man. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you made it out okay. We'll see how you feel in the morning. Something tells me your spine is not going to be thankful. Cannon, yo, what's up, bud? Jeez, I did it again. Mikey's stronger than he looks. It's always the tall, skinny guys that are stronger than they look. They really are. I'm thinking it has something to do with leverage, but I have no idea. I imagined you were hurting. Oh, just scrolled. Hell yeah, leverage. Ugh. Yeah, that Mikey, that sucks. Brown juice? Yeah, no. Douglas, what's up, buddy? Gonna see you this weekend, right? That's a straight Mikey. I used to call you Skinny Ox back in your day. Okay, Doug. Yeah, you're running the show. So, Zach, what's going on, buddy? So Squatch is not going to be there himself. Mikey's new nickname. Mike will be in PA. What's he going to be in PA for? Then you graduated to Big Sp. Oh, Doug, you see Mikey like right below you? Go follow him. Matter of fact, I'll just do this real quick. Oh, the Sportsman Show. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Soon I'll be Silver Spoon. Doug is one of those really good friends of mine that I have at gun shows. It's kind of fun. We only get to see each other like once every couple of months, but when we do, we always like trade stuff. And we got to know each other through some real fun talks. And he actually shoots slingshots too, so we actually got to bond over that. Which I am going to be bringing him some pretty cool stuff. We're supposed to mention that ever. Well, for one, I like my hat, and for two, I'm using it to hold my mic. So there you go. because this is America. Shut up. That's okay, Jose. I see you. Not wrong. I fought for my country. I deserve the right to wear a hat in my own home. Agreed. Get a Tony sticker. Oh, I'm kind of disappointed in you guys. You haven't put the Omega website up for people to find it. So I could pin it. It's actually called a cover. Yes, we know, Patrick. We know you're institutionalized, just like me. It's all right. You can admit it. Great big wavy paint. This? You should know the story behind it. It's kind of cool, actually. Thank you, CG. That's good enough. Dad, stepdad, grandparents. The guy definitely painted over the years. This actually comes from like the 1600s. So it's actually, oh, what is the name of this thing? I had it memorized. I think it was called like the Great Wave or something like that. And basically, this was a painting of like a humongous wave that like wiped out Japan in like early 1600s. It's actually a cool story. And he did a whole bunch of like wave paintings because they used to get like tsunamis like all the time. And it was actually funny because there was like a huge wave that wiped out like a whole bunch of people while they were trying to invade Japan. And it was like back then that was like a sign of the gods, like didn't want them to invade, so they just flooded them out, like flooded their boats. It's kind of funny. And then when they made it to mainland, they were instantly just what's the best way to say that kindly? Relieved of their service. Oh, wait, hold on. There you go. Now you got a wrench. Nice. I was Operation Inherent Resolve. They said it was important, but I honestly don't know at this point. Yeah, I like that painting so much that I had like another rendition of it for my keyboard. Something about that does not look right. It's like I missed something. All right, so there's 10 of these. Thanks for the history lesson, nerd. I am a nerd. I'm full of like random facts that just nobody really cares about. There's all 10 of those. Now we got to put little tiny beads on them. Nerd. I'm a huge history buff as well. Huge history buff. Mostly war history. Ooh, it's sticky. What's the capital of Canada? That's a geography question, not a history question. I can tell you about how much the Geneva Convention did not like Canada during World War I and II. I can tell you about that. Well, yeah, I watch a lot of war documentaries too. My favorite person to watch, as far as like war history in general, and I think it's pretty much like everybody's favorite person to watch as far as war documentaries, or not documentaries, but war history, would be the fat electrician. You know, Quack Bang. That guy, love him. Canadians were horrible in World War II. Yeah, they were. Everybody thinks Canadians are so nice. But the simple reality of it is, like, you really don't want to mess with Canada. Because when hockey season lets out, they start looking for ways to get their aggression out. Whew. Canadians and Australians, it's exactly right. Gotta find a new way to get my aggression out. I hate when I do that. Hicks, I knew that, surprisingly. Not a lot of people know it. Dude, Canadians don't get credit for like how awesome their history is, which most countries don't learn about other people's countries. Let's just be honest about it until you start looking into like World War One, World War Two. All right. But if you start looking into other nations like war history, it will shock you like the historical like relevance of things. Great white buffalo. That's the only interesting history, you know. I knew some. I knew some pretty cool like Native American history from like way back in the day. But I'm gonna be for real. I forgot most of it. If you bring it back up though, I'll probably remember it. But it's all basic stuff. It's not stuff that's like it's not like well kept secret like Native American knowledge history stuff. Like I don't have any idea about any of that. I wish I did. Because like I said, I love history. Like I always found it funny how people love the Spartans, but if you actually go and look through history, like Spartans were kind of dirtbags, downright like lowest of the low type people, and they did some very very bad things to children and women and yeah, like their whole way of looking at things were just absolutely wrong. Did y'all ever see the story of the bat bomb that would have been more efficient than the like the like the atom bomb? Did y'all ever see that story? One crazy dentist from Pennsylvania came up with this idea of putting a whole bunch of bats into a cage strapped with I don't even know if I could say that, but strapped with napalm. And the theory was they would drop it right before, like drop the bats out of the sky right before the sun went down, and it would cause those bats to look for, you know, or right before the sun came up, and it would cause the bats to look for shelter. Well, at the time where the bats were going to be dropped, pretty much the entire place was made out of like plywood and paper, and essentially the whole place would have just went up. No, they never did. But they were going to send them to like Japan. We're going to send them to Japan, and the Marine Corps. It started with the Army, and then the Marine Corps took over the project because the Marine Corps, or not the Marine Corps, the Army said the project failed, and what it was they forgot to deactivate the napalm that was strapped to the fruit bats, and it actually pretty much burned down an entire base, Army base, and they said, "Oh, this isn't effective." And then the Marine Corps guy, the only Marine Corps guy that was there, and nobody knew why he was there, aside from the fact that he's Marine Corps and he's into that kind of stuff, pretty much said, "No, it was effective. It's just you guys are dumb." So then, out of nowhere, the Marine Corps took it over, and they never used it because it was quote unquote too effective. They did the math on it like years later, and they found out that if they were to have used it, it would have done like 4 times as much damage. And I was just like, that's crazy. With bats. Yeah, Piper, you should definitely look it up. The Fat Electrician did a really, really good video on it. It's actually really funny to watch, too. Yeah, you should definitely look it up. Oh, Knuckles, what's up? I didn't even know you were in here. So, I had this idea for a video, and I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on it because I haven't posted a video in quite some time. How many of you guys would be interested in the absolute most need to know knots for camping, survival, and everyday situations? Like, who would be interested in learning that? Because if you are, I'll do a video on it teaching you like how to tie them and what's the implication for them and what they're called. Or are y'all more interested in like what I call fancy work knots, basically knots that can like help you make lanyards and weird stuff like that? What are y'all into? Did this change again? No. Knots, knots, knots. Yes. Or do y'all just want to see both? That's the question. Say both? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And don't worry, Patrick. Always good to learn. Okay, yeah. What's up, Smo? How you doing? I saw you were live earlier, but I couldn't pop in. Okay, but yeah, we'll definitely. I'll do a couple knot tying tutorials and explain what every knot's for and camping implications, survival, climbing, catch box stuff. Because I've seen a lot of people tie stuff up in a catch box, and I feel like y'all could be doing it better. No hate, no hate. Just saying. Some of y'all stuff is a little bit dangly, and I feel like there is a better way, aka a trekker's hitch. Nice. My hands aren't working. Oh god. It's the only thing I don't like about the Celtic button knot is when you tie a Celtic button knot, you have a lot of like waste because your fingers can only do so much to keep it together. Like when you tie a woggle or Turk's head, it's basically the same thing. It's just, well, it's not the same thing. It looks about the same, but when you tie a Turk's head, it's designed to go around multiple times. You tie this Celtic button knot. It's only designed as like a one strand braid kind of thing. Like it looks like a round braid, right? So you'll have like this much excess, and it's like, well, you can't do anything with that, so you just wasted it. Tie it around a pencil, yeah. Turk said I'll tie around a pencil, but I do like weird stuff. Like I've made entire bull whips, like plating and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh, you like slingshots? Yes. I also have this other skill with paracord. They work hand in hand. Good job. You finally found a use for the knots that you know. Like I said, this is just like simple lanyards. Boy Scouts are going to be. This is going to be pretty easy for the Boy Scouts to keep them from hitting their own face, which is important. If Smo's still in here, he'd be able to tell you that. You know, when you're learning where a lanyard. No, dangly, I'm old, but not that old. Dude, I feel like my chats have frozen up. I don't know for sure, but that's what it feels like. What? No. Oh well. Yeah, I think my chats are frozen. No, it's on all. Huh. It's weird. Kids are idiots. Yes, they do some dumb stuff. That's why we're here. Teach them. Get them some simple lanyards so they don't hit themselves in the face. Good to go. Check, check. Yep. Everyone just enjoying the show. Yeah. Yeah, they do have way more fun. That's for sure. Yeah, I got two little girls of my own. They're not dumb, but they tend to do some dumb stuff sometimes. For example, my oldest got into a snowball fight today, and apparently she got into a snowball fight with a boy, and the boy picked up some snow and binged her in the face, and apparently there was a piece of ice in it. So now she's got a pretty hefty little scratch on her face. Getting a little faster. Chapman, what's up, man? Which one are you? I do not speak Arabic. I'm good. From the U.S., man. Where are you from? Syria. Nice. Another one down. Thank you. Appreciate it. So that's 4. So we got 6 more to do, and then I'll make 10. Then I can send these off to T-Rex Sling so he has them for the Boy Scouts. It'll be awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, these are just my simple ones, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people already tie these. So I'm going to spruce them up in a different way in the future. That way, when I do make these for people, they'll have like a little bit of a different design. Either that or I'll just keep them this way. So you'll notice I always cinch my edge. And the reason for that is I don't want this side to fray like out of nowhere. Can't make knots that pretty. No, I do not want to learn Arabic. I have been to a lot of places in the Middle East, and I have no desire to learn Arabic. What is the time in the U.S.? Depends on what part of the U.S. you're in. Um, Here, it's like, shoot, I don't even know what time it is right now. I am tying lanyards for the Boy Scouts. Yep, close to 60 years old. It's at American Healthcare. It's the only reason I look this good. Oh, sorry, guys. I am coming off the flu, so if I cough, I apologize. And Hicks, you could definitely tie knots this good, man. It's all about taking your time. Which you are very patient anyway. Knuckles was timed out. Don't time Knuckles out. Knuckles is cool. Was it an accident for the Knuckles part? Oh yeah, accident. It happens. Yep. Is this a medical earring? No. I just wear earrings. Nope. I know English and very, 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 very little Spanish. The only reason I know very, very little Spanish is because I spent a lot of, well, not a lot. I spent 3 months down in South Texas where everybody around me spoke Spanish, and I had to learn a little bit just to get by. I cannot read it though, so if you go to put Spanish in the comments and expect me to be able to read it, you can forget it. Reading it's completely different than understanding what somebody's telling me. Can't speak it, I can understand it. Somewhat. Not efficiently, but somewhat. That hurt. I can barely sit now. Homemade slingshots, what's up? I speak sarcasm and bad English. Yep. Uh, Pedro! 5 more. Get me a good old sip of Tang. Who remembers that from being a kid? I speak sailor. We'll put it that way. I speak sailor and nice. It's up to you which one you get. Time in India is 5:22 a.m. I would still be asleep. Does it pay well? Knuckles, sorry you got caught in the crossfire, bud. It's 3 p.m. Oh, the other reason for the orange bead. So I know the color for, Boy Scouts is like green, right? Or am I wrong about that? I don't know. I was never part of the Boy Scouts, but I imagine, they're outdoorsy kids. They probably like green, so that's why I went with green. And then I went with orange because they're kids. So I don't want them to lose their stuff. So orange. I like putting orange on just about everything because I lose everything. And I'm an adult. Or so I'm told. I just feel like a really, really big toddler half the time, though. I should probably start putting orange on my wallet. That would probably help out a lot. Oh, I got 4 more? Yeah, 4 more. Like the orange. Yeah, orange is good for outdoors. I agree. So this is what I'm talking about. This, out of all those lanyards I just made, this is the scrap right here. That is a lot of scrap off of that knot. That drives me crazy because if I put this together, we're looking at like, a couple feet of paracord that I could have used to do something else. That's why I really don't use that knot a whole lot. It's like 3.5 feet right there of just piece. I had to read that 4 times, and then I was like, hold up. Patrick, I can send you this bunch right here, and you can tie them around your marbles so you stop losing your marbles. Okay? It's just the way I tie the knot. I don't want to deal with like all that excess when I'm, tightening everything down. You got a point. You're right. It's the way that I tie the knot. I don't want to deal with it. All your marbles are gone. I laughed too hard at that, Patrick. It's just out of nowhere. Oh, I should tie orange around my marbles. That way I'd stop losing them. And I was like, at first I was like, what? And then it clicked. I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. That's funny. If I had extra, I'd give you some paper. I'm all out of marbles, but I got some crackers. We could put some cheese on your crackers. Now, if your cheese slides off your cracker, might have a little bit of a problem. And hopefully you guys have seen Green Mile and understand that joke. I think his cheese slid off his cracker. I will definitely be getting a Mohawk. However, it's going to take me a little bit longer because I have some stuff coming up, and I'm going to rock that Mohawk for ECST. Daggone it. That's much gooder. I really thought Rex would be in here. I don't know what happened. I called him earlier to see if he wanted to go live because I was going to do this while he was on the phone. That way I could ask him questions, but I don't know. Mr. Z was born for the Mohawk. I agree. Oh, come on, Patrick. Do a Mohawk with me. It's either that or you show up to ECST with a Dixie cup on. You pick. Al, what's up? Not so much sick anymore. I do still have a cough, like it's the after stages of the flu. And it got up to 50 degrees today, which allowed me to go outside and shoot for the first time in 2 weeks, roughly, is what it feels like. I don't know if it's actually 2 weeks, but it's been a long time, and I suck. Like, it's bad. See what kind of you started, Joshua. Part of me is sitting here thinking maybe I should have went with the darker green, but I went with Ranger green instead. I kind of like the Ranger green. I know the camera makes it look kind of teal-ish, but that's, yeah. I don't know. I imagine Hicks let me know, but I imagine Joshua in your household is probably not the best thing to hear. Only got 3 more of those to do. Like a crazy biker, dude. It's really a cuss word. Lopez, I am making lanyards for the Boy Scouts. So these lanyards will go around slingshots. so they don't hit themselves in the face with the slingshot when they pull back. It's embarrassing. Nah. So typically, I typically do have a mohawk. Just being completely honest with you guys. However, it's not like the typical like just shave the sides of your head. It's usually like a what they call a burst fade or a burst mohawk or a fade hawk. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing in the very, very near future. That's typically the hairstyle that I run. It's just when I moved to West Virginia, I'm going to be honest with you guys, they don't really have a lot of good barbers. So I typically get my hair cut in Virginia and Pennsylvania when I go do gun shows, like right before the gun shows, which is why you'll see me get like all woolly boogery before a show. Gotta stop supporting his behavior. I want to be awesome too. Knuckles, you are awesome. By the way, Knuckles, you're not a moderator yet, and that needs to happen like now. Add as moderator. There. You're just always get a flat top. He's got to get payback now. No, moderators can't silence other moderators. I don't know if you know that or not. So my wife showed me her favorite song today, and it's driving me crazy because now it's stuck in my head, and it won't go away. They would think I was a patient. And goodbye. Grant, what's up, buddy? But anyways, the song that's stuck in my head right now. Y'all know that cop song that's on that cop TV show? I can't remember. It's cop cuties, cuting on duty. That one. Kind of can't sing right now because my nose is clogged. But that song has been stuck in my head for 2 days because of my wife. That is my wife's favorite song now. She says it's so catchy. Oh, Miss Hicks or Mrs. Hicks. I keep doing that. Dang it. Anyways, Mrs. It shows possession. Anyway, um, my wife put a surprise in that box for you when it comes in. Just letting you know. Really? When? that's. Oh, okay. I didn't know she told you. I thought it was going to be a surprise. I know it's not a Stanley, but you're going to like it. What do you mean I ruined the surprise? I didn't tell you what it was. Just like a guy. No, Miss Hicks likes Stanleys. I said it's no Stanley, but you're going to like it. Ruin the surprise? What are you talking about? She is. She is the best. I mean, she tolerates my bullshit, so she's got to be doing something. D's, I am making slingshot lanyards for the Boy Scouts so they don't hit themselves in the face when they're learning how to shoot. And I know that sounds super sarcastic when I'm saying that, but I actually don't mean it sarcastically. I would really hate for a kid to pull back on a slingshot and let go with their frame hand and come back and hit him in the eye or whatever. Like what happened to Sea Dog when he first learned how to shoot. Backwoods, what's up, buddy? I only got one more after this one, and then I will end the live so that you guys can enjoy your peace and quiet on this weekday before you go back to work tomorrow or whatever. Probably going to try and do a live tomorrow, actually shooting slingshots for the first time in like 2 weeks because Bo is now, my dog, Bo, is now in a better place to where I can leave him unattended. I was scared to for a while. For those of you who don't know, Bo is my anxiety dog. And, well, he's more than that, but basically he's a dog that's my best friend. And he got Lyme's disease, and I had to take him to the vet, and we thought he was going to die. That's pretty much why I haven't really been on here. I can deal with being sick. I'd make videos while I was sick, honestly. But with him being sick, it scared me pretty bad. I thought he was a goner. But now he's a lot better, and makes me feel better. So we're gonna do a live tomorrow. D's. I pretty much saved the moderator position for people I know in real life. I haven't met you in real life yet, man. Not saying I don't like you or anything. I'm just saying I really don't. I really don't know you well enough. Last one. Bo is a trooper. He really is. Yeah, I saw that, Mr. Z. I apologize. That would have killed me. That would have killed me. I don't know what I would have done. I I agree and disagree with you on the dogs don't live long enough thing. So if dogs lived as long as us, they would be like us. However, losing a dog always sucks because dogs are the only creatures, I've said this 1,000 times. Dogs are the only creatures that will love you more than it loves itself. Dogs are amazing animals. And I honestly think they were put here to teach us so many lessons about life. It's surprising that a dog will only live to be at max like 20 years old and they know more about life by the time they're, you know, a year old than we will ever understand. More about joy, more about peace, more about being comfortable with themselves. Dogs are amazing. I don't think we deserve them. That's my argument. I don't think we deserve dogs, but I'm glad that we have them. Yep. And it drives me crazy that people will treat dogs so badly. I don't think any dog ever deserves to be treated badly. Now, coyotes, on the other hand, don't get me started on coyotes. I hate those things. Damn yotes. Coyotes are terrible. Like devils. You'll see that? It was like a record tie right there. All I had to do was get mad about coyotes. right, so that's all 10 right there. What frame and what game? Okay, are you saying I can take one frame and one knife? Or are you saying I can only take a frame or a knife? Let me reread that. One frame and one knife with unlimited bands and ammo. Oh, that's easy. So, unlimited bands and ammo. So, when you say unlimited bands, like any type of band, whether that be tubes or flat bands? Because if it's just flat bands, I have so many good frames. See, the question isn't even in the animals. The question isn't even in the animals. The question is just what frame? Let me think. One type of band, one type of ammo. Okay, so, God. So ammo would probably be 7/16 because I could probably kill a lot more variety of animals with that, even though I know I'm going to deal with a lot of drop. So band set would probably be 0.5, 0.6, somewhere in there. So 7/16 ammo, 0.5, 0.6 band set. Frame, it's got to be something substantial. I'm probably going to go with my magpie. Probably go with a magpie. And then knife, I like a forward tip, but at the same, you know what? No. Knife, it would probably be a kukri of some sort because I'm a huge kukri guy. Animals, squirrel, rabbit, obviously. And then, I don't know, I'm kind of a fisherman, so probably some kind of, I'd probably fashion like some kind of like rod or some stuff out of my natural surroundings. But yeah, that's probably what I would end up with. Jose, you're in timeout. How are you going to kill a cow with a slingshot? Three animals I would prefer to eat or just to take with me. The three animals that I would go after for food is rabbit, squirrel, and fish. If I have to pick a specific fish, it would probably be trout. I like trout a lot. Essie hungless. Nah, nah. I could do far more with my kukri than I could an Essie hungless. Now, granted, that's personal preference. Oh, oh, well, then that's easy. I would take Bo with me, my dog, Bo, as my friend, my companion. And Bo is pretty good at tracking game, as is anyway. He's a beagle. He finds squirrels for me all the time. It's kind of great. And then it would be, well, no, because then you're adding in a whole bunch of extra factors. For example, like if you only eat rabbit, you'll get there's not a lot of fat content there, and it's not really good for your body, and it'll cause you to die pretty quickly. Dang, there's a lot of thought going into this. But you can only hunt it with a slingshot, which is also another factor. But if you pair it with like greens and other stuff around you, I guess it'd be okay. Like if there's nuts and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna lock it in. It's gonna be rabbit and squirrel, and then I'm taking my dog bow. That's my answer. Rabbit and squirrel, and I'm taking bow. I'm befriending a koala straight away. Pheasant and oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Squirrel, duck, and rabbit. Yeah, I didn't think about birds. Can't say I'd like to. No offense, I don't really like how the scout feels in my hand. But I also have nerve damage in my right hand that causes me to grip things differently. So feral chickens are a better option. I've eaten a lot of things, but I've never eaten a duck. I would like to try it. I do like the idea of grouse, though. Feral chickens. Never seen a feral chicken either. I really wouldn't do pheasant. I wouldn't do pheasant just because of the simple fact that they're a lot smaller. Which you could argue squirrel is small too, but I could get a lot more meat out of a squirrel than I could a pheasant. Jose, I agree. Duck probably would help with that, but like I said, I've never tried duck. I think grouse. Z brought up a good point with the grouse. I think grouse would. I think grouse would be a good idea. Tasty eggs, fat. Wrap and tuck, yeah. I mean, you got the Wendigo as well that you can wrap and tuck, or you could use clips with. But I don't even know if you would classify the clips with it. I mean, yeah, it's all part of the same slingshot, so yeah. Rabbit is easy to process. We got pretty big squirrel out here. Like, we got pretty big squirrel. Ignore it. Dang, now I'm really like thinking about this like super super hard. I mean, yeah, squirrel could be kept as pets, but I'm loyal to my dog. 100% loyal to Bo. He's done a lot for me. I've seen people with pet squirrels. Pet squirrels are well. We all know what recently happened with the pet squirrel, so we're just going to leave that open and shut before somebody else just starts saying a whole bunch of stuff in the comments section. It's kind of like bringing up Elon Musk at this point. It's like, Jesus. Cleaver frame, 0.7 bands. Now, I shoot long draw. That's the only reason I said like 0.5, 0.6, because I could get it a little bit extra out of it. But I agree with the 0.7 if you're like short draw or whatever. Beaver. Have you ever eaten a raccoon? It's not that tasty. Daniel, it's going pretty good. Best friend. Yeah, exactly. See, you could do that. You said 3 animals ever. I would do that. I would bring your best friend back. Just live for an eternity on an island. Yeah. So there's a lot of coon hunters out here where I live as well, like out in the sticks in West Virginia. And I've never heard of anybody just wanting to eat a raccoon. It's just there's a huge nuisance like raccoon problem. I'm a fan of rabbit as well. That was my original answer was squirrel and rabbit, and then I started thinking about it. It's like no, you need that extra fat content as well. So now I'm back and forth on that. I think the grouse or the duck idea is a really good one. But you could pick up like any fruits and vegetables and anything on the island, right? Exactly. Like you could do dumb stuff with your dog, and he's just like, okay, this is what we're doing, and it's fine. Rabbit is good though. What the fuck? Vegetation is fair game. Speaking just okay, gotcha. And fish is basically a vegetable. Okay, then we're good. Yeah, then I'm gonna stick with my initial answer of squirrel and rabbit because you can get a lot of like you can get a lot of fat out of fish, so you're fine. Jojo, hi. Fish is basically a vegetable. That's the first one I've heard. First time I've heard that. Turtle eggs? Yeah. There you go. What? Mrs. Hicks is on it today. Can't slide past that. Ducks just for taste. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of fruits and vegetables that are misclassified. I know about that too. Jose, you're 100% right. But when you got me messed up when you said feral chickens, I was like, huh. As opposed to domesticated ones. Yeah. A chicken's a chicken, man. I've never heard of feral chickens. Like I've never once heard like many moons ago. Some plenty of chickens used to roam this land. Then along came a colonel and wiped them out. Everybody knows that joke. Yeah, chicken does get old fast. Not the eggs, but the actual chicken, like eating chicken. If you've ever been on a cut, everybody knows that. Chicken of the cave. Just started a cut. That sucks, man. I hate. Okay, I haven't done a cut in like years and years and years, but I do distinctly remember feeling weak all the time when I did a cut. I hated it. Mine was like chicken and broccoli, and then I would do chicken and broccoli, and then I would put like a little bit of cheese on my broccoli just to keep me sane. Drove me crazy. But I'm a little bit tubby nowadays, and that's okay because I'm out of the Navy, so fine. What did he say? That would work. Oh no, guys, my phone is about to die. So I'm going to get off of here and hopefully talk to you guys tomorrow. I've been on here for like 2 hours now. We got all of these made for the Boy Scouts, so we'll get them into shooting slingshots pretty soon. So hope you guys have a good night. My phone is like 3% now, so I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.